So in life, I'm getting better and better and better at not doing things that are not in alignment with me and what I know makes me feel alive. Look, life, y'all, is a journey. So if you start and you're like on this road where you're crushing and you know you're being the best you and doing what makes you feel alive, and sometimes you trip or you stumble or you fall flat on your face in mud, just know that you are on the right road and look at where you are versus where you are. Look, changing your life, making a big change in your life is not easy to do. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Our brains are programmed to be comfortable, to seek comfort. And you know what? Jesus just made that one clear for me. He like, what's up, girl? We not gonna do that anymore. I'm like, okay. I know it seems like I just float through life, and for the most part I would say I do. But it has been a skill that I work on. And you get better at it by getting out of your comfort zone. I have a quote on my website and it says, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And I know that might be scary to just even hear, but life begins at the end of your comfort zone. If you stay comfortable, well, you'll always stay within what you know. So stretch out. And I just want to get the message across that I am never, ever, 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 ever telling someone to quit their job. Okay? I'm not. If you hate your life, look, if you're about to die of a heart attack, quit your job. And that's where I was. And that's no bogus. I was literally gonna have a heart attack in my job. Like now, whenever I think about that, I'm like, what? That just seems so crazy. Like, why would anyone have a heart attack over their job? It feels so far away from me now, but it was so near for so many years. It was so near for so many years. And, you know, I got an email from Lockheed Martin and said I have like some points remaining, because within Lockheed Martin you can get like these recognition points. You can get them from a coworker or from a manager, and I got a lot of them. And you get to, you know, with those points you get to pick from different gifts. They have like this whole website of gifts. And apparently I had some points remaining, so they sent me an email. I haven't worked for Lockheed Martin in years now, but they sent me an email and said, you know, oh, you've been identified as a former Lockheed Martin employee with points remaining in the next gen recognition system. So why was I talking about that? I don't know, but the main point I want to get across here is there are options. Look, I'm a travel agent. I always promote being a travel agent. I love the team. I love team. And that's what really I loved about aerospace. Like I was in it for years and almost a decade, you know, and I had this squad, I had this team, like all my nerds, all my nerdy friends that I loved so much. But I knew there was more for me. With my, like, look at me, for crying out loud. Like I knew there was more than aerospace for me. And just know that there is more for you. If you think there's more, there is more. And more is a subjective term relative to who I'm talking to. So, who are you? What do you love? And what makes you feel alive? In looking for this, this is what I was going to say before. In looking for this, someone wrote me back and was like, hey, what is your, what's your login? What's your employee ID number so we can, locate the account in the system? And so I was like, I have no idea. So I was like, okay, let me look through my old pictures and try to see if I have a picture of my badge or something. And in that, I saw a message from my boss, my old boss with Lockheed. And I said, hey, I'm off to the beach again. Just wondering about vacation versus flex time. Am I able to flex my time for my Friday travel? And he said, vacation approved, flex time not. It's like my boss was a saint in so many ways, but he was also a micromanager. Oh my gosh, he was such a micromanager. And yeah, just stuff like that. If your job is not flexible with you, well, just know that there's like 10 billion other jobs out there that will be. In order for you to get big, you have to dream big. You have to take the first step and you have to think first, bigger than you're thinking right now. First step, plant the seed. Second step, think bigger. Third step, think bigger. Fourth step, think bigger, and keep thinking bigger. This used to be like my mission, is to help people, to shake people out of it. But you know what? I'm not going to shake anybody. Do whatever you want to do. And whenever you're fed up, that's the day where you're going to be like, what's that girl that wears the lays and the Mardi Gras headbands, who's always smiling? Like, I need to talk to her and ask her, like, what options do I have? I'll be here waiting. Te amo muchísimo. Pura vida. Y mahalo and aloha. I just keep adding on.